King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Indeed. Indeed. Oh man. Late night episode. Late day. I see y'all. Look, I'm already ready for the bed. I'm about to eat me an edible. Smoke after I smoke with y'all because I got some other stuff I want to smoke, but I can't smoke and talk to y'all. Smoke that and talk to y'all at the same time. It ain't gonna work. But welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops, great. Oh, man. I figured we should have some fun for the night episode, right? Let's have a little fun. A little fun. We don't really make lists like that around these parts. We're gonna end up making a little off the dome. Well, it's kind of off the dome. I had a couple of 2-3 little TikToks to figure out my list. But appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So that way we keep the YouTube police outside. So while we smoking and drinking, talking our ish about this hip hop, the YouTube police not bothering us. They say, hey, I can't even talk. They stay outside. We want to. Long story short, let's keep them outside by going and liking and subscribing. Keeps them content and happy. Now, like I said, I want to have some fun. Now, y'all all by now have heard this UK versus USA debate, conversation, whatever you want to call it. Now, I already did a video that, Drake kind of trying to work them boys over there to UK to serve as his evil henchman. We're not going to make it about that this go around. We just going to follow the theme that Rap Latte set forth. Shout out to Rap Latte because this is where I got the topic from. I think it came from one of their subscribers or whatever. It was like a comment that popped up on the screen. So I'm gonna share the screen with y'all. We're gonna check out their conversation and then we're gonna make our own little list over here. And then we're gonna get up out of here because I, you know what I'm saying? I really want to smoke this other little thing, but I can't smoke that with y'all because I want to be able to focus and pay attention and click these here buttons and push these little, y'all, it'd be hard trying not to over smoke while doing this, but I'm gonna stick to it. Let's proceed. Like I said, Rap Latte. And for this episode, they had Curtis King. Don't get too much better than that. I mean, they could have added the company man to this. They would have been fire. But this is good enough. So I'm gonna throw these ears on. I'm gonna grab this lighter. We're gonna get to it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, I know I don't like doing the show without the instant. It didn't stay lit. It didn't stay lit. Just give me a second. Let that burn for a minute for a couple of little TikToks. Yeah, that should be cool. All right, I think we're ready. Let's proceed.
Don't you be like, who fits in the battle? No. We're playing basketball. Pick the 5 best niggas in America and the 5 best niggas in the UK, and let's see what fucking happens. Yeah, and that, like, if we want to do a clever, like,
I'm gonna do it right now. K-Dot is right there. Okay, so you guys have problems off top.
Wheezy.
So, K-Dot, I'm gonna go with Royce for like super technical side. Can we do both the clips, or should I just do? Can I do the clips right now, or do I need to do?
No, individuals. Individuals.
Because I would want to just put the clips. I'll put Pusha T on there because we're talking about one guy who you shouldn't want to battle. Two guys who destroyed Light Bright and are known as probably the most lethal battlers. Pusha T and K Dot right there. Now, who else we're gonna put on that?
Wayne?
I don't know if I want to put Wayne in this in my.
I don't understand why he kept trying to. Excuse me. I don't understand why he kept trying to push Wayne. Wayne is cooked. Lil Wayne is cooked. He done. The Lil Wayne we all grew up to know and love is cooked. Over with. Finito. He don't have a successful battle on his record, so no.
Top 5 for battle.
That's like peanuts to an elephant.
I want rappers who I know will.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Curtis King is Curtis King. He knows just when it.
Joey wants it.
Who would you put? We got 3. Who would you put, Curtis?
Lupe.
Really?
That's this is the problem. It's just unfair. That's unfair.
It's
Lupe
so much.
Insane. He's a maniac.
And we're not even talking about, okay, if you want to play this like a sport, what kind of depth do they have to take care of folks on a bench? Like somebody said, Daylight, Jid. Like, what do you have on the bench?
No, nothing.
Nothing on the bench.
Nothing.
We haven't even got to our female lyricists like the Rhapsodies of the world.
Doechii.
Like, what are we talking about, right? And I know this is a lot of bias, but I also know there's a reason why the line exists. Tell them they can't imitate this type of violence.
Yeah.
Like, Run to America, they can't imitate this violence. There's a certain way that we look at aggression that you could be literally getting hurt. I could be getting punched down, punched up. And if they talking to me the way Skepta was talking on that record, I might die laughing. Because I just don't, that's the way I came up, is a certain level of aggression I hear in somebody, and I'm not saying it doesn't exist there. I'm just saying there's a certain level of aggression and tonality that gets a reaction.
I would say
very different.
I mean, I haven't spent a ton of time in London, but I would argue that it probably doesn't. That the sort of violence that happened within gangs and drug crews and the police in America when it was the war on drugs and the crack epidemic, which are two different things happening at the same time, and the sort of violence that we saw, especially in New York, LA, Chicago, Detroit, some other places, right? For sure. I don't know what the specific city in VA was, but like it was violent in many, many places. St. Louis for sure. They don't know nothing about that. And you don't have to have been in it, Curtis, to be a child of it, because maybe your father, your uncle was in it, and they're traumatized.
I know what it sounds like.
You know what I mean?
I get what he's saying. But I don't want to make this too long tonight. Plus, I want to spend more time explaining my list. So, now my list. I feel like Pusha T and Kendrick Lamar are automatics, but we should require them to participate. For one, you can't be the king of the culture and not participate. So Kendrick has to participate. That's part one. Part two. Pusha T kind of, I don't know if anybody has been to a meeting to where somebody says something and then somebody has to come and second that motion. Pusha T seconds Kendrick's motion. It's the best way. That's the best way I can put it. Now, after that, the third person is going to be Rayvon. Hear me out. I'm gonna tell you why. Yes, I got some biasness for Rayvon and West Coast or whatever. All right, cry to your mama. Anywho, listen to my reasoning though. One, this would present the perfect opportunity to validate even further being a part of the XXL freshman class of 2025. Also, he's fresh off the hip hop Royal Rumble, and he held his own. Whether you feel he won, he lost, whatever, don't matter. He didn't run from no smoke. He stood tall. He shot back. He primed it. He primed the ready. He's shown the hunger to really want to be out here. I also think he has the body of work to qualify. He just gave us the good, the bad, the dollar million, which is wonderful. I don't skip nothing. I don't personally skip anything. He's shown the ability to storytell, to battle, to come up in the West Coast, where I'm sure it's like crabs in a barrel out there when it comes to hip hop. To get to where he's at now, to be fresh off a brand new, I think he got a brand new deal with RCA. You know what I'm saying? To kind of sort of be under the tutelage of Kendrick to a degree, because he's done interviews where he said he's had back and forths and whatnot creatively with Kendrick Lamar. So I think, yeah, he need to be in that. So that gives us 3. 4 and 5. 4 and 5 is where I get stuck at. I'm stuck at 5. I got 4. 4, I don't even know a lot about him, but he seems like he could be one of those next ones types. So Jid out here and he putting on strong. Like I said, I don't have intimate knowledge of Jid. I'm just starting to catch on to his music. From what I've heard so far, I see why everybody's excited about it. I think the more I listen to him, the more I myself will get excited by him. But as a potential next wave participant, Jid. Now, where I'm stuck at with the 5th and final person, I don't know whether the representative should be somebody from the current, the past, or the future, like Rayvon. I'm trying to resist my West Coast bias because I really want to be like, you know what? Give me AZ Shike for the win, man. We about to kill it. I'm gonna hold off on that. That's what my heart is telling me. He should be the 5th because he represents the future. He's the next wave. He's part of that next wave, whether Double XL realize it or not. I'm going to go I think I'm going to stay current. But not too new. I'm going to go Big X the Plug. And here's my reasoning. He came in on his own wave. I didn't see him do no, I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see him do no wave riding. And I'm looking at it like how I look at the All-Star game in the NBA. I made sure those legends that need to be respected got in there with Pusha T, and I also did it with Kendrick as the current administration right now. Because if I don't go Big X the Plug, I'm gonna end up going to the past in my mind. If I go with somebody from the past, I lean Cassidy, or Cassidy always seemed like he was willing to have a smoke with anybody. Or Jay-Z. Because I think he was before Kendrick, the last great hip hop king, in my opinion. In my opinion. So yeah, that's my list. That's my list. So my final is Kendrick Lamar because he's the current king. Pusha T because he seconds that nod and the way hip hop may be shifting back to. 3 being Ray Vaughn, the up and coming. Look like he ready to earn his stripes internationally now. On top of this will give him, if he does well in that, this will give him some international sway, a little bit, little international buzz. 4 being Jid, because I think he's a tidal wave that just ain't hit yet, and I'm digesting his music more and more. And 5, like I said, if I go current, I'm going. You know what? I ain't seen Big X really have to take Big X out. Maybe that's me being caught in the moment in this Big X the plug way. Man, he fired me. I'm gonna look at this like we fighting for the sanctity of hip hop culture. Because hip hop started in New York, I'm gonna add a New Yorker. I'm adding I know I said Hove. I'm switching up. I'm going Nasty Nas. I'm going Nasty Nas. To save hip hop culture as we know it, that's my 5. Let me know what y'all 5 is, man. If you had to pick an American super team of 5 to defend hip hop culture against the UK, what 5 do you pick? Here's the caveat. You have to have Pusha T and you have to have Kendrick. You get to pick 3 people. I want to see what y'all come up with. This is just something fun to enjoy and play with. This is cool. This is a cool little topic by them. I like it. Shout out to Rap Latte for the topic. I'm interested in who y'all pick, man, because it's gonna be different based on where everybody at, which adds a little layer of spice to it. Adds a layer of spice to it. Like my main thing in my head when I was making up my list, right, is I didn't want anybody that and that's why I ended up taking Big X to plug off. I need battle tested people. So let me know what y'all think, man. I'm Oops the Great. This was Kush Equilibrium. I appreciate y'all pulling up another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely comment because I want to know. I want to know what's your 5. Well, what's your 3 after you already take Kendrick and Pusha. I get at y'all, man.